Wow, what's good, guys? I just watched the video that came out on Final Fantasy 15's page, Final Fantasy 15 New Legacies, and wow, was I found myself feeling very strangely touched. I'm sorry, I've only just started the camera rolling. I really wasn't planning to do this video, but in this video, they're speaking about how Final Fantasy affected them, and it was a really, really beautifully done video. It touched on a real emotional level what Final Fantasy has done for them on an emotional level. I think there was even a couple in there who pretty much got together because of Final Fantasy, and then there was another guy who said it helped him with dealing with his bullying and knowing that there might be something better, even though it's a fantasy world. And I think even Ray Chase chipped in, and the dude from Bioshock, director of Bioshock. And I'm watching this video and I was left a conundrum afterwards. I never speak about this. I never do. I never do to even friends or family, despite them asking me a lot about what I went through. And so I can't believe I'm doing this video. I'm going to try to hold it together. But what Final Fantasy did for me and why I love this series. So I'm going to chip in my own version. I had a really shit upbringing. I mean, really bad. I lived in Turkey for 2 years and it was not good. I missed school. I didn't go to school for actually nearly 3 years. Didn't have friends. It was just me, my sister, and we had it rough. I'd say 2-3 days without eating, kind of rough. Drugs, crime, all that kind of stuff. And it got to a point where I was dying to come back. I wanted to come back to England. I wanted friends again. And eventually it happened. It went through courts and I came back. I lived with my grandparents and I'd never gamed. So I'm 11 years old at this point. I'd never played a game in my life. And then I finally got given a PS1. The PS2 was out at this point, and a big box of games to go with it. And there was hundreds of games in this box. I went through them, Destruction Derby, Crash Bandicoot, played them for about an hour. I wanted to play so many of them. I've said this before on my channel, and then I hit FF7 and I didn't skip. I didn't play it for just an hour and put it aside. I've gone through about 15 games. Boom. That's the one that hooked me. And I sat and I played it, and it was the first time that I had cried in 4 or 5 years. I was so emotionally touched by, I've said just even the Jesse scene. And for me, that was weird. Because as a child at that point, I'm not saying this to sound big or tough, because this is not good. I don't think this is a good thing. I hadn't cried at 11 years old for years. And considering all the bad shit, like when I left my mother, never saw her again, even the moment I left, I didn't cry. I didn't feel anything. I was completely like a zombie child. I was not in a good place. And then I played FF7. It was the first thing that broke through for me emotionally. And after that, it was kind of like that started my healing process. That's when I started going to school again. And as I was doing it, FF7 was going along with me. So I was making friends again. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this video. I'm going to finish it. So that's it, guys. That's why FF7 means so much to me. It was starting the healing process for me. Definitely because Final Fantasies, as most people point out in the video, it's the story. That's why it wasn't a game I put aside like I've done with many of the others. It was the story. It was the constant going through emotions, which is exactly what Final Fantasy is. I've said it many times. It's an emotional roller coaster. At every single point, you're just feeling something, be it humor, be it angst, be it romance, be it adrenaline, some of the adrenaline rushing scenes, be it the real deep emotional scenes that we've had throughout the series. And that's why I needed that game at that point in my life. I needed to kind of feel again things that I'd been so detached from for so long. So friendship, honestly, it sounds strange. I hadn't spoken to anyone my own age, by my own sister, for nearly 3 years. So going through this and feeling like you had friends again, it was exactly what I needed at point in my life. It's pretty much the game that saved, or I suppose restored, my life. Being completely honest, of course, as well as with my grandparents, I've had them. They gave me back my childhood. This game, this is why this means so much to me. It helped restore my childhood. It really did. It helped fill in some of the blanks of what I'd missed, and that's why it's dear to me. That's why I love it. I really don't like sob stories. I don't like them at all. That's why I don't like telling them. But this is the thing, guys. If I was ever going to tell that story to anyone, because I've never told that to anyone, and you kind of can't. I think you guys know how it is. You can't ever tell someone who's not a gamer how much a game means to you, because they just can't get it. They kind of see it as stupid, or you know what I mean. If there's anyone else ever going to be able to tell that to, it was you guys. And if I hadn't have had this game, if I hadn't had that break, I wouldn't be in front of this camera right now, that's for sure. I don't know what kind of even person I would be if I didn't have that. I certainly wouldn't be the person I am now. But that's my story, guys. That's FF for me. And feel free in the comment section, honestly, to open up as much as you want about what Final Fantasy is for you. And I think that'd be a pretty cool chat, because I'm really interested, guys. Until the next video.